What to do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live. It's the top of the top. We give thanks and honor to the creators, ancestors, followers, supporters, even the donators, for those that's, tossing a couple of dollars to these lives, to these works, to these, to these formal informations. Again, for those that don't know, I am a certified life coach. I'm making my transition back into the social service field. Our people needs help, and there's somebody with my expertise and my knowledge and my wisdom. It's important that I really take my focus back to the people, back to the community, because the hood is in shambles. It's chaotic. I'm seeing the most stupidest things every day. Every day I'm seeing videos of, girls acting a fool, boys acting a fool, where, there's videos that's coming out showing people being unalive. I'm talking about in the most heinous way, in the most extreme way. And there's no censorship when it comes to that, especially when it's pertaining to black people. You know what I'm saying? This Chicago rapper THF Basil, they got videos out of this man being gunned down, just like they got videos of FBG Duck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not into the Chicago scene, but as a reporter, you know what I'm saying, somebody that reports on what's going on in the hood, it's sad to see that, we are always seeing our people being taken off this earth in such manner, and it's only getting worse. And it's like, especially with everything that you see going on right now, right? With everything that you see going on, you're seeing that a lot of people is what you call preparing for the so-called fall of this SNAP benefits. Meanwhile, while all of this is going on, you still finding females taking booty pics, shaking their ass. You still seeing men, running around looking for beef, looking for trauma. They got something called the neutralized citizenship, man. You guys don't even know what that is, man. The neutralized citizenship is anybody that's deemed the so-called terrorist, a domestic terrorist, can get their citizenship removed. Doesn't even matter if you was born here. Okay, with the ICE nonsense that you see going on, yeah, it starts off with the Mexican, but it's gonna make its way to the niggas. Okay, there's a lot of immigrants here in America with no papers, but you see that they're always in our hood. They starting off with the Mexicans to make everybody become immune to it, and then when it starts going into black people, there's gonna be some level of justification behind it. You understand? And the reason is they're promoting and telling the world, especially America, yo, gang members, you are on that list. You know what I'm saying? For all dudes, for anybody, and I did a lot before, claiming these gangs, I beg you, you better denounce your position, you better drop your flag, you better stay away from all of it. Don't claim to have any affiliation, any association. You better step the heck away, because with this neutralized citizenship, it's 10 points, bro. Shout out to Hocus Pocus 45. He's the one that put it to my attention. But yo, there's literally there's 10 elements in order that they will consider you individual that could get their citizenship neutralized, bro. And one of it on the top of their list is gang members. Gang members. You guys are on this social media, y'all flashing guns. You guys are on this social media putting graffiti on the wall, terrorizing, etc., etc. They're coming for you, bro. These people was not playing when they said that they was gonna make America great, bro. And yet here we are still acting like savages, werewolves, and hyenas. And people is upset for the shit that's going on. You think they turning off these snaps for no reason? They want you to get irate. They want you to be agitated. They want you to vandalize. They want you to do all this nonsense. So when they bring the reinforcements, you can't say, why are you bringing them here? We didn't do nothing. That's exactly what they're looking for. Yes, you better plant as much as you can. Matter of fact, not even just plant. If anybody knows how to plant, you need to be teaching brothers and sisters, your neighbor, your community, anybody that's willing to learn how to plant, because bro, it's about to go down. And I've been saying this since before COVID. I've been talking this before COVID, bro. You understand? I told you everything that you see going on is a trial and error. Don't you notice that when COVID took place, they started having security in the supermarkets? Nobody ever noticed that? And after the so-called COVID came to an end, security was still in the supermarket? Why are they having police security in these places? Because it's psychological. You got to psychologically prep the mind for people. So when it keeps going on, you're going to think that it's normal. Then it's going to be one cop. Then it's going to be two cops. Then it's going to be three cops. And then one day it's going to be military. It's going to be literally army men in your supermarket with AR-15s wishing somebody would, bro. And then you got these individuals that coming on these social media platforms talking wild, crazy, talking about, yeah, let my thing stop. See what I'm gonna do. Yeah, please. Let's see what you're gonna do. Because guess what you just did? You just told on yourself. You just premeditated a crime. And with this new AI technology called the Gideon, right? You know, this the new technology that they was trying to unleash, so they had to unleash it under the mass school. You know what? Yeah. So when you start talking that foo-foo, just know that these people are going to be knocking at your door. They'll be right on the corner waiting for you to pop off. This is exactly what they want. This is exactly what they want. This is exactly what they want. And while we sitting here going crazy, oh, this is what I'm gonna do, you guys are still having access to money. Take that money and spend it wisely. Stop buying sneakers. Stop buying Jordans. I'm seeing a lot of black people with $700 pants. Why the heck are you wearing $700 pants? You can't have $700 pants and you're living in a community where people can't even make $700 a week. What the heck is wrong with us? We got Gucci, Louis, we got all of these things on. Meanwhile, we can't even afford to keep our light on. What are we doing? Take that money and you need to start investing into something productive. You need to start investing into something productive. Maybe you need to invest into some crops. Amazon is giving, you can buy some seeds. You don't even have to go on Amazon. If you want to be discreet and hide and keep it and do it secretly, you can just go to a farmer's market, buy some actual fruits, save the seeds, go online on YouTube and learn how to plant. Learn how to plant. It's as simple as it can be. We are the ones making it hard because you know why? Like I said, what the title stands for, we are living in the dopamine era. The dopamine era is the reason why nobody ain't doing nothing. The dopamine era is the reason why we expect the government to say, feed me, provide for me, give me this. And then you are in the state of mind where you really feel entitled. You're not entitled to nothing. They don't have to give you anything if they don't want to, bro. These things was only designed for them to fulfill their agenda. The agenda been fulfilled long time ago. The minute the household of the black and browns had more baby mamas, more single mothers, more single fathers, once that demographics has marriage households, then their job was done, bro. The only reason why they was just letting you do it is because they just needed you guys to be in complete dependency. They had to make it a generational thing. They had to make it 2 to 3 generations where we can't even function without having some level of government assistance. And now that they got it said, they're like, yo, man, take the rug from right under them. If you guys didn't see the live I did last night, man, please go watch that live. They took the rug right from under you. Yes, you can. You can plant. I know people that's planting right now in their house. There's plenty of things you can buy. You can buy. Listen, I know people that's planting, growing weed, drugs, all that in their house. You can top growing the weed and grow some plants. My mom got a garden in her house. I don't know what y'all talking about. Again, we can't have these excuses, bro. We can't have these excuses. We got to just start doing our job. Facts. We can't be having these excuses. These excuses is like, it's far-fetched. It's over for that. It's over for that. It's over. Instead of going to these areas, taking trips to go out the country and all of that, bro, you need to go travel up another state. Go 3, 4, 5 states away. 2-hour, 3-hour drive. And get some actual fruits, get some seeds, get you some things that's gonna have some longevity. Get off the dopamine mentality, right? Get off the materialistic lifestyle. We are not materialistic people. We are nature's people. We are natural, God-created human beings that's supposed to live off the land, off nature, not off material nonsense, bro. You don't need $500 shoes to walk around people that can't even have $500 in their bank account. That's absurd. What are we doing? We're competing with the Joneses. Like I told you guys before, the Joneses, every Jones that we try to follow destroy black people. Jim Jones, Charles C. Jones. What's the other Jones? There's another Jones. You understand? There's so much Joneses. And yet we jonesing around, playing around. We can't make excuses, bro. Even myself, I got to get my priorities together too. I'm not buying no more. You look, I haven't went to the jeweler in God knows how long right now. Why? Because it's like, nah, I gotta save this bread, bro. Everything is gone up. All of this is intentional. They're gonna force you into submission. If you're not making over 100,000 a year, bro, you're gonna suffer from what they're doing. They're changing. Listen. America is exactly what it always been. You just late to the party. America is a corporation. This is not a land. This is not a country. This is a corporation. A country is France. A country is England. These are the places where they consider a country. America is not a country. America is the hub for corporate white supremacy. Okay? This is what America is. And guess what? The white people that think that they are included, you was never included. If you're not a part of the big boy club, the elite club, the millionaire club, if you're not a part of that, bro, you are not part of the country. You are just like everybody else. This is facts. They use your emotions to get you where we at right now. And yes, it may seem good. Yeah, man, we need the snaps taken away because, these black people don't know how to act. Yo, bro, it's so easy to point the fingers at the bottom. It's easy. People at the bottom, it's easy to say, look at these people. It's easy because everybody been saying, look at these people. But in the harsh reality, the people that's going to be affected the most will be the Europeans. 37% of SNAP is going to white America, bro. 37% of SNAP goes to white America, bro. Some white Americans use SNAP for their business. Yeah. Why you think they doing that now? They got, like I said, if you watch the live that I did yesterday, the fraud counts and this and that. If you watch that live, I'm telling you, they got a whole fraud department. They stopping everything. You know why? Because they're not getting PC. This is a corporation. How dare you not feed? How dare you not feed the enchiladas, the 1%ers? The audacity of you guys. You're going to suffer. You will have to pay. I don't have a victim's mentality, bro. I have what you call a harsh reality. I have the, oh wow, this is really happening. I don't have no victim mentality. You gotta call it for what it is. Like I said, all of us is going to be affected. It's not just the black people. Europeans is gonna be affected as well. We are all going to be affected. And and that's sad that we are even in that state where we using the term victims mentality. Victims mentality. That's crazy. We having a victims mentality. Stuff going on in the world, and it's going on in real time, and they say you having a victims mentality. Yo, oh man, this is crazy. We the only ones, bro. We the only ones that runs around saying stupid stuff like that. Yeah. Jeez. Victims mentality. We know that. I know Trump is not Jewish. Trump is a German. Go do your in-depth understanding of who he is. You'll find out that he's a German. He's Germany. Well, they're the same people. Facts. He changed his name to Trump. I think his name is TRUMPH or TH. It's something in that notion. But yeah, I've been knowing about Trump long ago. Trump is not the issue, guys. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Trump is just the face, the representative of those that's working behind the scene. Trump is not the issue, guys. We gotta get out of this ideology saying Trump is this, Trump is the problem. Trump is not the issue, man. Trump was never the issue. Remember, Trump gotta read through a teleprompter. Trump is not freestyling, he's not going off the top. Trump. I could care less for the EBT, bro. Me personally, I could care less. I got things stored since 2020, bro. I'm not worrying about none of this. I can care less. I'm just speaking for those that's coming on these social media platforms upset and complaining and being mad and my bad, guys. I'm just sending a text message. But yeah, this is the same. You know, I come on here because I have to let brothers and sisters know that it's time for us to break away from this dopamine mentality, bro. It's okay to, not have government support, bro. Because if you was to take your money and stop wasting it on stupid nonsense, stop buying the drugs, stop buying the alcohol, stop wasting it on stuff that doesn't have any value, any necessity into your life other than a dopamine feel. You have to break free from the dopamine, okay? That's the reason for this video. This has nothing to do with me being a victim's mentality. Victim about what? I don't feel victim about anything. I'm just tired of brothers and sisters getting mad and then coming on these platforms telling the world what they're going to do. You think you're going to put on a mask? You know they got eye recognition. You know your phones nowadays, it requires you. You know your phone nowadays requires you that you can unlock it with your eyeballs. You know that, right? You know once you put yourself once you put yourself into the biometrics grid, that joint goes into a software that they keep tabs and can follow you everywhere. You think dudes be committing crimes with the poo shiesties on, thinking that they can't be seen. My man, as long as you got your eyeballs shown, they're going to follow. They're going to know exactly who you are. This is why you seen a lot of people getting caught, and they thought that they was going to get away. No, no. Right now, let me tell you something. This is right now what you guys are witnessing going on in the hood. This is not regular law enforcement, bro. This is not regular law enforcement that you see happening right now. What you see right now is federal agents. Now, when the feds get involved, let me give you guys a little understanding. You see the regular cops, the NYPD, the blue and whites, when they come, their job, they're literally trained, and their job description is to arrest anything that's on site, meaning if they see a robbery, they gotta arrest you. If they see you shooting, they gotta arrest you. For those that get away, right? For those that get away, it goes into what you call the federal department, right? Now it has a federal investigation, right? The DAs that you see in the hood, they have to hand over that to the FBI. You see that in all the movies, right? You'll see the regular DA, and then here comes the FBI pulling up, and the FBI come like Debo, kicking the door, like, yo, move out the way, don't touch this, don't do this. This is what happens, right? So when it goes into the federal paper, when it goes to the federal seats, the federal people do not take just down one person. They want to take down the entire organization. So what they do is they let it build up. They start watching. They start paying attention. They listen. Let me show you how precise these people are. They will even watch the video and see the person's movement and go into the community and say, yo, I think he matched that walk. That's him. Keep your eyes on him. Watch him. See what happens. Build this up. Build that up, etc., 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 etc. And then when the time comes and they gather enough information, whoop, here comes the RICO. Whoop, here comes this. Whoop, here comes that. Oh, and not to mention our dumbasses talking all of this nonsense over the phone. Nobody don't commit a crime and just keep it quiet. No. Yo, bro, son, you won't even believe, son. Like, yo, no, we caught such and such. He was slitting, and they're like, yeah, keep talking that. Keep talking that. Yes. And then before you know it, they voila. Now you got a whole bunch of people being indicted for something that they don't even know. Listen, girls is being indicted now. They're coming after the females. They're locking the women up just by association. They catch you on a video, just throwing up a gang sign. You is a part of it. They're coming for everybody. This is what they do, guys. I've been saying this for how long? You guys don't know how the system works. You guys are not in that space. Listen, I've been working with ACS for over 7 years. I know exactly what I'm talking about. When you see these children getting arrested, a lot of them is being arrested through RICO cases, bro. Now they got things called conspiracy. You are conspired to do something. You didn't even do it, but conspiracy. They're not playing anymore. And yet here we are looking forward to go to jail, and they're programming you to believe that. They're programming you to believe that lifestyle. Like, yeah, man, being a gangster, I'm going to be locked up. So you telling me you look forward to going to jail and wake up seeing bare sausages every day? You telling me you look forward to go to jail and be around men, grown men, nasty men, taking a shower? You don't know. You don't know how people's hygienes are. You don't know how they live, their hospitality. You don't know nothing. You want to be in that type of environment. This is what you're looking forward to. This is why you want to, you want to be known as a man that caught a body. Like this is the era that we are in. The dopamine. We get an adrenaline rush just unaliving somebody, so we can go on social media and mock the dead and do etc., and laugh and joke. And then while you laughing and joking, the Fed is picking up on everything. Let's trace his phone. Some of these dudes is committing crimes. Some of these dudes is committing crimes while the phone is still in their car. Crazy. All they gotta do is check on the watchtowers. I'm gonna give you an example. What's that lady name? What's that rapper from Jacksonville? Julio Fulio. Yo, they traced the shooters. They had the shooters. They followed the shooters from Jacksonville all the way to Tampa. They had them making every phone call. They tracked every phone tower, every tower. They was like, oh, you was just following these people all through the day. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No problem. So this is what we're gonna do now. So just imagine everybody that's on this type of time. Everybody is on this frequency, guys. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Please watch the full video of they took the rug right from under you. It's a live that I did yesterday. Please watch it, bro. Watch it. And you're gonna see exactly what's really going on, bro. Come on, man. It's not about being a victim mentality. It's about raising awareness. It's about telling black people stop being dumbasses. It's about telling brown people stop being dumbasses. It's about telling Europeans stop being dumbasses. Understand what's going on. Understand that this fight now is not about us. We're not doing the division. We need to prepare for that collision because it's going to be a crash course. Okay? This is what's going on. This has nothing to do about race. This is nothing to do about victim. This is about a system that's taking advantage of every single person. Every single person. I could, due to my job, and I'm not supposed to disclose information. I could tell you a lot of Europeans that's going dealing with hardship. You know what I'm saying? That when you see their homes and you see how they live, and you're like, damn, it's a lot of Europeans. So I know that. But if they are bad, you know what I'm saying? If they are bad, then we are even worse. If they are bad, we are even worse. If they are bad, we are even worse, bro. This is facts. If they are going through it, we are going through it even worse. And nobody is seeing this. Everybody, they come on here putting these comments, foolish nonsense, bro. These are the detractors that literally come online, wake up. The universe allows them to wake up. And it's like, yeah, let me come on this live and just talk pure nonsense. Let me come on the live and just say things that really is unbeneficial for the people. Meanwhile, in a couple of days, 4 to 5 days, they're supposedly their livelihood and what they use to feed their children might be taken away for I don't know how long. I don't know how long. And this is what we do. Listen, being a content creator, especially when you're speaking on the uplift and the empowerment of black people, brown people, even Europeans, yo, bro, you're gonna always find the hecklers that's always gonna find something to just try to, disrupt the purpose, bro. Like what's wrong with y'all? Like, for real, like, what's really wrong with y'all? Is your life really that miserable, bro? Are you really that much of a weirdo? Was you really that much of a failure growing up? You had no love whatsoever. Nobody gave you a hug. No girl said she liked you. You don't have no children. Like, I'm trying to process, how did we get into this mentality? You thinking everything is all jokes and glamour? You think it's all he? It's not he, bro. It's not he. It's not he. When these people come into your crib and start violating, it's no he. This is why I know some of you guys are not from the streets. Some of you guys do not come from the struggle. Some of you guys only see it on TV, hear it on the radio. Some of you guys never lived it, son. It's crazy to me. It's crazy how somebody like myself who came from that, fought my way out of that, to now trying to create an avenue and a space for brothers and sisters to feel comfortable. Why don't you come on and tell us your problem? Like, yo, bro, I'm really going through this. Yo, bro, I'm really hurting. Yo, bro, I'm going, etc., etc. Why don't you let people know what the trauma that you're dealing with instead of trying to hide it with foolish ideologies and your foolish nonsense? Why don't you just tell people what's really going on? Let us know what's going on and see if you can get some help. Because a lot of us need help. And a lot of you guys need help. Anybody that could just awaken early in the AM and come on to just disrupt any positivity. You need help. You're psychologically unstable. You need a hug. You need a kiss from a woman or a man. Pause. Don't bring that energy over here, bro. We need positivity, bro. We need love. We need unity. We need awareness. We need to stop talking nonsense. If I was talking about basketball, you will be fully engaged, right? If I was talking about video games, you'd be fully engaged, right? If I was talking about women shaking their ass, you'd be fully engaged, right? If I was talking about another rapper being this and that, you'll be fully engaged. But when it comes to uplifting you, your family, your loved ones, everybody feels some type of way. Is different for a black man in the milk, brother. Deaf, deaf, deaf. A hug needed. Definitely, a hug is needed. Yeah, listen, man. Everybody needs some level of counseling because it's absurd, and it's like I literally changed my entire life. And I know that changing my entire life was not just good for me, but it was also good for my children. It was also good for my peers. It was also good for my mother. You know what I'm saying? One of the main reasons why I changed my life, because I refused to allow my mother to ever have to come see me in jail, to ever have to sit down with the coroner and talk about payments for my funeral, bro. Listen, you want something positive? The positivity is put down the nonsense. Stop wasting your time on materialistic things. Start investing into things that's gonna preserve you long term. Let's start. For example, I'm gonna give you guys a personal information, right? So my child mother asked me. Well, my daughter said, "Dad, can you give me $40 to go? Can you give me $40 so I can buy a coat?" Now, $40 is not the issue. But I had to tell her, I said, yo, honey, check this out. Me giving you $40 is going to do what? You're going to buy this jacket, put it on to do what? You're trying to look cute for what? For who? What's the reason? And she was speechless. And that's the issue. We as mothers and fathers, we are still passing on this dopamine mentality, bro, where we are buying children things that they don't need. I say, baby girl, you got like 5 coats. Why you need another one? You got like 5. I just bought you a pair of Uggs. It's not even winter time. I just bought it because I wanted to get it out the way. Why do you need that? Why is that even important? The things that's important that you need right now is a proper education. And I'm not saying the education from the school system. I'm talking about this knowledge of self, knowledge of your black history, your culture, your heritage. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge of learning how to swim, dance, connecting back to your ancestors. These are the things that you should be focusing on. And like I told her, I didn't put you on this earth to be a materialistic girl. I can care less for the material. I never want you to be the individual that feels that if somebody don't have a material that fits your desire, then they're not meant to be a friend. They're not meant to be a homie. We're not doing that. We have to kill that, bro. One of the wisest people I have ever met in my life was a homeless man. It was a homeless man. And he said, He said, you know why? He said, I could go back into working and et cetera, et cetera. He said, you know why being homeless is better? Because you don't have to take on the foolish responsibilities that the one percenters make you be in. If you look at our everyday lives, bro, we wake up, you get 2 days off, you wake up, you gotta go to work, you gotta put in 8 hours, you make eight for the 8 hours, you get paid this. What you get paid for is not enough to make you want to retire, make you want to just stop, make you want to move. No. What you're being paid is literally designed to just keep the lights on, keep the roof on, keep your cell phone on, keep your internet on, and then the little scrum that you get behind, you get to buy some clothes. And for those that was getting their EBT cards, the EBT card was allowing you to do all that, pay for all of that, and the EBT was allowing you to get food. So now they're cutting off the EBT. So something got to get sacrificed. So you can't sacrifice paying the rent, right? You can't sacrifice not keeping the lights on, right? You can't sacrifice not paying the gas. Some places like down south, you have to pay a sewage fee. Yeah, they got to clean your sewage. So you have to pay that, right? So what else? So what is there for you to sacrifice? The only thing that's there for you to sacrifice is literally clothes. It's literally the things that bring you joy. You're going to have to sacrifice that, which means that we're going to have to create and find an alternative to find happiness. You're going to have to sacrifice not buying no weed. You're going to have to sacrifice not drinking liquor, not buying the cigarettes. You're going to have to make that sacrifice. Because $20 here and there goes a long way. $30 here and there goes a long way. $100 to buy this, $100, $70 for a game. Is it really worth it? You're going to buy the game and then be upset in the next day. So is it really worth it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I found the solution. So I found the solution. Again, here comes the hecklers. If you didn't know what the live is for, it's to raise awareness. It's not about $40. It's not about $40. And it was more than $40. It was she wants $40 from me. It's not about $40. It's about reprogramming the minds of our children that they need to get off materialistic things, right? Geez, hey dad, I need this. It's like, okay, when I was growing up, if I needed a pair of sneakers, you know what my mom said you had to do? Okay, I'll buy you a pair of sneakers, but you got to clean up the entire house and they got to be spotless. I got to see my face on the floor. That was the requirements. There's none of these requirements no more. These children think because they go to school and they bring you A pluses, B pluses, some of them is C pluses. They think because they bring in passing grades, they are deserving of something. No, it's not. That's not how society goes. No, you gotta show growth as a human being in order for you to receive anything, bro. You have to show growth. You got to work. This is the point that you guys are missing. It's about working. It's about knowing what's important. It's about value things that has value and not value things that has no value, right? Materialistic things has no value. I can buy a car today. I was going to buy me a GLE for my birthday. I said no. You know why? Because this is a materialistic thing. This is me riding around in a beautiful truck in the hood around people that's suffering, that's struggling, that's going through their trials and tribulations. Here I am riding through the hood, but in the process of that, I'm going to have a high car insurance. I'm going to have a note that I'm going to have to pay. I'm going to have things, unnecessary bills that I don't need, especially in today's climate. You got to make that make sense. So here I am as a father. I'm trying to teach my children to not follow that. And you guys are talking about it's only $40. It's $40 is never the issue. It's never the issue. It's never the issue. Again, another weirdo. Never the issue. It's about raising our children to learn to put their work in. My children is not going to suffer. I got 3 businesses. This live that I'm doing right now, my podcast is also a business. I have 3 businesses. My children will never suffer. It's about work. It's about putting work in, bro. It's about not knowing that nothing in this life is free. No, but we got to break out of this dopamine, this self-entitlement. I'm entitled to have this. Dad, I want this. You got to give it to me. No, it doesn't work that way. You got to work for it. You got to work for it. Just like every single one of us got to work for it. The person just said, I got to wait. I got to work. I got to work hard so I can buy me nice things. That's fine for you. That's fine for you. That is fine for you. But let me tell you what's going on in the next 15 to 20 years. The jobs that we are doing, that we working hard for, that we depending on, are going to replace us. They're going to replace us with AI technology. So what are we teaching these youth? Because these up and coming children, I'm not talking about the YNs. I'm not talking about this lost generation. I'm talking about the generation underneath them. They're the generation that's going to grow up having to compete with these AIs. So what advantage are they going to have? Absolutely nothing. Because the parents that's producing these children are saying, oh, it's $40. You're just being cheap. You're doing this. Okay. Until the AI technology comes, and then now nobody has a job. Nobody's working. There's no space for you to breathe. You're not going to listen. You can't compete. You can't compete with this artificial intelligence. You can't. Because this artificial intelligence is processing and getting data every single day. This is why we're heading where we're heading. It's data building. Then what? Then what? Yes, children do have to start from somewhere. We have to start from somewhere. But it's much more than just education. Like let me tell you something. If you look at today's society, everybody's child is in school. And every school you're gonna have a percentage of people. You're gonna have the children that's gonna excel. You're gonna have those that derail, and then you're gonna have those that just stay in the middle, right? Now, what you guys don't understand is the school system, the way the school is set up. The school is set up to literally mimic 2 things: the work field and also the prison. Okay, so when you go into a school environment, the school environment literally looks like a jailhouse. When you go into a good, prosperous school, the environment is a workspace. But when you come into the hood, the environment is literally in prison. Right? Some of these children spend their entire lives getting on the yellow bus. The yellow bus is the image of what? The same penitentiary bus. It's the same thing, people. It's the same people. It's the same thing, people. Exactly. We have to understand what's going on. We have to understand what's going on. This is a serious ordeal, guys. Serious ordeal. Serious ordeal. And we sit here and yo, bro, we sit here and we make excuses. We it's like, yo, bro, our dopamine is so bad. It's like, yo, bro, we don't even see the bigger picture. We can't even see beyond what's in front of us. That's crazy to me. You know why? Because these phones, these music, these things that's taking you off these frequencies. Yo, black people, and I don't even want to say black people, just people in general don't even have an imagination anymore, bro. Everybody's on a set program. If you see today's children, they got children as small as 1 years old on these devices. There's no imagination. I don't see no child putting blocks together, creating nothing. I don't see children going into the park. I went to the beach. I don't see children making sand castles. Nothing. Nothing. Everybody's on the same frequency. And when somebody like myself come on and say, yo, bro, yo, what's up? What's going on? We need to break out of this frequency. You get the hacklers that say, yo, bro, it's only $40. Oh, it's this. Oh, you training your child to suffer. You want them to suffer now, knowing that they're gonna suffer later. So you telling me I'm not supposed to prepare my child for mental, spiritual, and physical war? I'm supposed to hover them until they go out into the real world, and the real world is just going to drop a nuclear bomb on the top of them, and some of them is not going to even be able to respond to it because they was never prepped for that nuclear bomb. You have to make that make sense. Yes. Even the gay, listen, even, I don't even want to talk about that. Bugsy, I don't even want to talk about that, bro. I don't, if cause me speaking about that again is going to lead to another level of frustration. It's going to take the conversation to another space, and I'm just going to keep it right here, bro. You understand? The moral of it all, people, the moral of it all, guys, is we have to do better. We have to break out of this dopamine. We have to stop babying these children, sheltering these children, allowing these children to feel comfortable in the man. And I remember growing up, man. I remember growing up being afraid to ask my mom for $20. I remember, asking my mom, so I needed a pair of sneakers. I used to be afraid because I knew that, bills had to get paid, things had to be done. And the least us worrying about materialistic things was the least of the worries. The least of the worries. And every child that I know growing up, that grew up having all of these materialistic things, these Jordans and all of that. I know there's one girl, damn, I forgot her name. She used to be always fly. Every pair of sneakers, every Jordans, every this, every that. Right now, she's a complete, she's a nomad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's a statistic now. You know why? Because she was never taught hard work. She was never taught to grind. She was never taught to be appreciative of just being alive. She always thought materialistic things. So when you have a materialistic mentality, you will do anything for that material. Even get on your knees like these rappers do. Even get on your knees, bend over, because you have been fed this dopamine and you've been fed this lie. This is why your TV is filled with commercials talking about buy. Oh, look, but you want this. Oh, look, you want that. You could go on TikTok right now. TikTok shop. People is on everything. You go on a line, somebody selling something. They're going to feed your dopamine. Your dopamine is going to be fed. Oh my gosh, my dopamine. Yeah, I'm trying to look into that quantum physics, pimpin'. Yeah, Shane, I'm trying to look into that. Yeah, the dopamine. That's it. Bye. Look, when you on your phone, what do? Swipe up. That's all you do. Swipe. Oh, I like that. Dopamine being fed. Oh, I'm going to order that. Dopamine being fed. Oh, I like this too. Dopamine being fed. And when somebody shows something that people dislike or feel disrespected, they can be like, oh, I don't want to watch that. Oh, nope. I don't want to listen to that. Nope. Back in the days, remember you had to be in the classroom, then you had to listen to that lecture. You had to watch that documentary. You didn't want to, but you had to. And when you did, and now 20 years, 30 years, 40 years later, those same documentaries is the things that's literally preserved and saved your life. I can't make this stuff up. That's crazy. Lost your mother and everyone on their phone. Listen, you could go to a funeral. I went to bury my uncle. My uncle, bro. When we was at the funeral and we was at the repast, everybody's on their phone, bro. I'm talking about everybody from the child to the elders. Everybody's on their phone. There's no level of togetherness. Like I said, this is the dopamine era. You know why nobody wants to be included with everybody? Because somebody or someone might do something or say something that's gonna affect the dopamine. And people don't want that. People don't want to hear that, right? You go into a restaurant now and you go sit down with your family and your loved ones. Everybody's on their phones. And if you take a, let me tell you how jacked up we are as people. If you take away the phones, it's like nobody has nothing to say. It's like nobody has something to talk about. That is absurd to me. That is absurd to me. That is absurd to me. That is a fact. That is a fact. Speaking of diet, like on my life coach program, the first thing that has to be corrected in my program is your diet. You are what you eat. This is facts, people. This is also part of the dopamine. Sugar is one of the number one trigger for a dopamine addiction. Sugar. Guess what, people? Sugar is in everything that you consume. Everything. Sugar is in it. Let me say that again. Sugar is in everything that you consume. If you think that I'm lying, you can go anywhere. You can go look at behind a box of oats. You're going to see sugar in there. No matter where you go, you're going to find sugar. That was also intentional. That was also intentional, because one of the main things that's going to prevent somebody, one of the number one things that will prevent any revolution, any uprise, any ability to fight the power, you gotta give them the sugar. Let me tell you something. If everybody's talking about the war on drugs, the number one drug in this world is sugar, guys. Your teeth that's rotten, your teeth that fell out. Let me tell you something. When I was younger, I used to have a high addiction to M&M peanuts, pause, right? So eat that every day. One day I was chewing it and it cracked my tooth. I went to the doctor. I went to the dentist, excuse me. The dentist said, you have to stop eating sugar. And this wasn't one of the regular dentists. This is not the dentist that's a dentist to do their job, make their money. No, this dentist will always keep it honest. You know what I'm saying? The dentist said, yo, bro, you got to stop eating sugar, bro. Sugar does not only destroys your teeth. If it does that to your teeth on the outside, just imagine what it does to your body in the inside. You want to know why people is having Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's, that's sugar to the brain. You want to know why people is going blind? Sugar to the eyes. You want to know why black people have arthritis? Sugar into the bones. You want to know why we having inflammation? That is sugar. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Sugar in everything. They don't care. They're putting sugar in everything. Yeah, because people get aggressive if they stay away from sugar for a period of time. Yes, because you are going to a relapse. That's what's happening. Your body is going through a relapse. Remember, sugar is a drug. Sugar is just as powerful as cocaine. Your body's going to relapse. You're detoxifying. You're relapsing. You're going to start shaking. You're going to get angry. I know. Anybody that's on this live, just fast for 2 days. Fast for 2 days. If you need coffee, drink the coffee without no sugar. Drink the coffee without you. Listen, you guys really think it's the coffee that's keeping you up? No. It's the sugar that's keeping you up. And then you see after you done, and then you need another cup of sugar. Shout out to you. I'm fast every day. That's good. Drink it with no sugar. I wouldn't even be surprised if you look behind the sugar, if you look behind the coffee, you see like 2 grams of sugar in there. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised. They put sugar in everything, bro. Nothing that we have consumed in America in the last 50 years has been healthy for us. Everything has literally been uh, um, detrimental to the body. Why you think it's a high rise of cancer? Why you think there's a high rise of obesity? Why you think there's a high rise of heart attacks? Why you guys think you guys think it's a coincidence? This is big business. This is big pharma. This is big business. This is big pharma. They know exactly what they're doing. Listen, I'm not even going to talk about the weed. I was going to do a live tomorrow talking about that. I'm just driving. I'm driving to my hood on my way to this site right here. I'm driving. I'm seeing a brand new dispensary being created right on the corner of my neighborhood. And guess what the name of it is called? The name of the store is called Days Licensed Dispensary. I'm like, damn, yo, these people really putting these drugs all through the community. Why? It's because they have to keep feeding your dopamine. They have to keep, because the way the world is heading, they have to keep everybody in a state of content and dependency. You ever notice that dispensary is synonymous with dependency? You don't find that suspicious? Yeah, I cook. I need to start cooking more. Yeah. You don't find that suspicious, bro? Dispensary synonymous with dependency. They know exactly what they doing, bro. I used to sell drugs back in the days, bro. I yo, we used to sing Nas "If I Rule the World." When Nas said, "Imagine smoking weed with no cops, it's harassing." To fast forward to today, where people, yo, bro, I see people blowing smoke in the cop's face, bro. Yo, bro, I see people literally smoking right next to the patrol car. Things that we could never imagine doing. I'm seeing that. It's not a coincidence. We definitely not the same no more. Matter of fact, I got a video. I got it on my phone. I'm gonna see if I can put it up. I'm gonna put it up on my IG because I know if I put it up on YouTube, they're gonna give me some nonsense. Yo, bro, the man bought some weed, wet it with some water, dried it up, and you would have seen all the chemicals on that sheet of paper. You're everything that you guys are smoking now is literally sprayed on. Everything is contaminated. This is not the same purple haze of back in the days. This is not the same northern lights like back in the days. No, no. This is this new age zombified weed that you could see it in people's faces. Yo, back in the day, you would have been shocked to know, like, damn, you smoke weed? I would have never knew. Now, soon as you can just look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, he a weed head. You can just look at somebody. Just look at their actions, their mannerisms, their responsiveness. Weed was supposed to elevate you. It was never supposed to be a downer, bro. It was supposed to be an elevator. They created the downer. This is where you get what you call the hybrids. Come on, man. Remember, planting is a herb. It's a herb. It's a herb. Herb is supposed to heal and enhance whatever you're dealing with. It's never supposed to neutralize you, bro. Weed was never supposed to make you stuck. Why you think people like Bob Marley would smoke weed and they fully active, dancing, making music, etc., etc.? You're not getting that now. When you see these people smoking weed, these people be zooted, looking like pure zombies. That's intentional. I'm telling you. They put sugar in everything, bro. Everything. Your seasoning, your barbecue sauce, everything. Listen, they probably got sugar in apple cider vinegar, bro. I'm telling you guys, this is crazy that, you know, what these people are doing. But it's very important that you guys pay attention to that, bro. They put sugar in everything. You can't run from the sugar, guys. That listen, there's a possibility. You know, you probably getting access to the real weed. You probably get access to the real weed. But for the weed that's here in New York City, right here, where I'm at, nah. Appreciate you, Bugsy. I'm about to get off too, man. And yes, yeah, like I said, it could also, I wouldn't be shocked if it's in apple cider vinegar. I wouldn't be shocked. And listen, being in this place called America, bro, I'm not shocked by nothing no more. Nothing. It's just not. You see, shout out to you. So you see, so you probably getting that good. The here in New York, it's no good, man. Strictly zombified. I'm seeing my people walking, talking, looking like zombies. Facts. Yo, look, listen, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not. I will probably be on tonight. If not, I will be on Wednesdays. My time will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If I don't do Friday, I will definitely be on Saturday. Okay? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Monday is the check-in for, you know, for the workday. Wednesdays the midday, and Fridays, the end days, you know what I'm saying? The recap, making sure everybody's cool, calm, and collective. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about the government lockdown. We're going to talk about all that. We're going to also talk about spirituality. Some of you guys need this. You know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely talk about the life coaching. A lot of us need that. You guys need life coaching. We're going to talk about eating clean. You know what I'm saying? Starting November 1st, I'm making a transition. I'm going to go cold turkey. I'm going to fast for 2 days. And then I'm gonna let everything flush out my body, and then I'm gonna literally go back to just eating nothing but pure greens. And if I have any level of protein, it's gonna be chickpeas. And if I'm working out, when I get on my real workout like I want to, then I'm gonna have me some salmon. And I know a lot of you guys say salmon is just as contaminated as the chicken and all that, but I'd rather eat the salmon than eat chicken, because there's not enough chicken in this world to feed these mass amount of people. That's just all I'm saying. Everywhere I go, they selling chicken. The halal truck is selling chicken. The Chinese store selling chicken. The bodegas is selling chicken. I'm like, damn, everybody got access to chicken. Then you got the supermarkets. Then you got all these restaurants. Everybody's selling chicken. There's not enough chicken in this world. So I know that chicken is also one of the issues that we have to stay away from. And me as an individual, I have to stay away from that. So we're definitely going to be in. Follow, tune in, watch the live that I did last night. Is a very informative live. It's pertaining to this lockdown. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you say you get 40K of chicken, 40,000 chickens? And they're being produced naturally, meaning that they're going through the natural cycle of birth and being raised accordingly. This is not no being infused with hormones and steroids to speed up the process. If you got access to that, send me a DM, follow me on social media, click the link on my YouTube, or leave a comment, leave your information, and I'm gonna talk to you directly. I'm gonna talk to you directly, my brother. Please, I beg you. You raise your own chickens too? Bro, please DM me, give me your information. You too, you shall be filled. Send me your information. If I don't know if you guys got social media, that's cool. If not, please leave your info in the comments. Just an email or something, or like I said, follow me on social media, TikTok, whatever, saying like, hey, this is the brother with the chicken. Let's have this conversation. I will definitely want to talk to you directly. Definitely. Both of you guys. Definitely. Like ASAP. But that's my time, guys. Yeah, you shall be filled. I'm like I said, I'm all ears, my brother, and we would definitely work together. I would definitely listen. The things that I'm gonna say, I can't say it on here, but just send me your information, bro. Please send me your information. Follow me on social media, on Instagram. Send me a DM. Say, hey, bro, this is me, just checking in. ROD podcast with the number 1. ROD podcast 1. That's me. That's how you'll find me on social media. But all right, guys, I love you. It was a pleasure. Definitely want to get this day started. Definitely want to keep this pushing. It's your brother, man. You understand? And I'm a holla.